Now, what's been on the top of mind since this weekend, as well as what's happened since this morning, which has been tremendously devastating, with 10 people shot in a Buffalo supermarket. Essentially, an 18-year-old, he came to a supermarket, and it's been considered a hate crime, and just randomly shooting people of Black ethnicity. And 10 were now dead, and 3 are in critical care in the hospital. This has sent shockwaves to the Buffalo region area, as well as it's a discussion here in Canada as well, to see the hate crimes escalating significantly. The 18-year-old is in custody, and he is right now in isolation and on suicide watch. Essentially, this is to be said that the authorities in Buffalo area have said that this is a racially motivated hate crime, as a manifesto was discovered online that was posted by this teenager where he considers himself a white supremacist, and his essential hate for Black people. And this is something that the authorities have found in, online, as well as through his digital interactions. He also did go live stream when he did start shooting, where he shot 3 people outside of the supermarket and then continued to go inside to shoot more people. The security guard there who shot at him was not able to disarm him in any way, because he was in full gear and had body protection armor. And he also shot the security guard. So it's very devastating to hear this, as these shooting massacres have happened in the United States in the past little while, which this teenager had also edged the name of those shooting incident suspects on the gun that he had, and as a way to carry forward that what he considers a legacy. It's very unfortunate. The gunman was wearing military fatigue, a body armor, a tactical helmet, and this is something that he was fairly prepared for. The shooting started around 2:30 p.m. and it was fatal, as he was able to have target and be able to reach his target. Essentially, the people that have lost their lives are Black people, 6 of which were women, 4 are males. They're ranging from the ages of 32 years old to 86 years old. And the other 3 survivors are in the hospital right now. Essentially, according to the FBI, they're saying that as they're looking more into this, they found that this is actually a hate crime, and there is a 180-page manifesto that the suspect had put online just before the attacks. And he talked about the Great Replacement theory, which is a theory that other ethnicities are replacing white people. And this is something that he says that he was triggered by when he read, and he became radicalized by reading online message boards describing these attacks as terrorism, and himself as a white supremacist. The replacement theory is essentially something that's been discussed of late on Fox News by Tucker Carlson, who's now being named in this as somebody who has instigated some of these ideas for people such as this teenager who went and did this horrific act over the weekend. The teenager also says that in the manifesto, the supermarket in the Buffalo area zip code has the highest Black percentage that is close to where he lived. Essentially, about 78% people in that zip code are Black, and that's why it was a targeted area. This was pre-planned and premeditated, and now this is something that we're going to see. Once when the police did arrive to the scene, he did threaten the suspect did threaten to kill himself by pointing the gun to his own throat. And as law enforcement talked him out of it, he put it down and surrendered himself, and now he's in custody. According to the FBI, on a recent report, they did say that U.S. hate crime has risen by 12% since 2020. So that is an increase, where we saw Black Lives Matter make an issue of what we saw happen with Floyd's murder, and the movement that went across the United States as well as Canada and other parts of the world. It is devastating to hear how these hate crimes have increased since 2020.